feelings I don't understand. Combing your hair with your hand gives me feelings I don't understand. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. Driving me crazy just looking at it. Combing your hair with your hand gives me feelings I don't understand. Combing your hair with your hand gives me feelings I don't understand. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. You do this thing when I'm talking to you, like everything freezes and it's just us two. You do this thing when I'm talking to you, like everything freezes and it's just us two. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. Give it to me like world without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. Driving me crazy just looking at it. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you.
Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody's. So, we got another day of doing the blender stuffs with Coral. So, just give me a second here. I'm just making sure I got everything set. There we go. There's Coral side. Hey, Scotty. I always forget if it has 1Z or 2Z. Wasn't feeling streaming. Understandable. I was sort of feeling that way until about like half hour ago. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna actually do the stuffs. But how's stuff with Satisfactory been going? Well, you got Satisfactory, but I don't know how far along you've gotten to automating everything. I don't know anything about Satisfactory other than you build stuff and you can automate a lot of things. Sorry, Scotty. I don't know if you can handle it. You don't get like motion sick or anything from it. You can always try Warframe. It's free, and there's plenty of other free games on Steam that you can always look at. Don't always have to like throw out money and try to keep yourself entertained. That, and you do face camming all the time, so why not? Maybe like do something related to your hobby stuffs. Stalker or Stalker 2. Stalker 1 was just very buggy. 200 gigabytes, Jesus. I didn't know it was that big. Oh, waiting for Coral to finish up her stuff on her side. Yeah, that's understandable. I don't get how the hell it's so large, though. Like, I don't see it being the texturing. I don't see it being the fucking... Maybe the meshes aren't really optimized? I mean, what's been going on over in that part of the world where Stalker game comes from originally? Yeah. She did a YouTube video of funny moments. Watching what Coral's up to. Why don't you try looking into making your own TTS bot? Like, overall, just fucking I know there's shitloads out there already, but there might be one that you want specifically. Channel raid, follower, starting ads, and dad jokes with TTS. Okay. Some people, yeah. No, I'll be out. Oh, you're gonna sleep now? Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for lurking if you are leaving a lurk. Otherwise, hopefully the rest is good and you get all that you need. Because I know I'm running on fumes right now myself. Part of me sort of wishes I was doing a Warframe stream tonight, but at the same time, it's like I want to keep to sort of the whole layout of Blender on Mondays, then Wednesday, Friday, I'll do Warframe because sometimes that takes a lot. Takes a lot just to build a damn new frame, and you guys have been watching me get some of it. Let's just say between what was it? Saturday to today, I've got most all of the normal frames done. So, gonna be moving on to primes while working on farming up weapons. I'd like to do it in alphabetical order, but it's a pain in the ass since you can't just get all the frames, well, all the prime frames now. Oh, Goth20, welcome. Hey, how's your day been? It's been a day. Mondays are usually very, 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 very tiresome. Mainly because my normal schedule goes from 7 a.m. until whenever the hell I decide to lay down in the evening. And Sunday into Monday is a bit longer because I've got to be up at least around 11:30 to do stuff for my work stuff. And then this morning I didn't get to sleep until I didn't get to lay down until at least after 5 in the morning, because how long it takes me to do my stuff in the morning with work. And then got back up at the alarm at 7 o'clock. Had to do my kiddos homeschooling. So, busy, busy, busy. Then there's people out there saying waking up and turning on that webcam and doing just chatting streams for 8 hours is tougher than a 9 to 5. I've obviously never parented or had a normal job. But right now, just waiting for Coral's Hollow to get done. She's reviewing a video with her stream, which could be seen in the lower left corner of my stream. And then we're going to be doing a little bit of stuff in Blender. So, anybody that's new to the channel, bless you. I'm slowly teaching Coral stuffs. Hello, Coral. It was a good video. Good job.
Thank you.
And good job, Lucky.
Welcome to your chat. Lucky did an amazing job on the video.
Okay, no problem. Alright, so I see you made a
I just
bowl.
wanted to let you know, There you go.
Why you do this?
Because you're my friend.
No.
And I stepped to my friend, and also I'm knocking. Knock, 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 knock.
Thanks for the
like
sub.
aggressively knocking. Knock, 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 knock.
Did I accept it? Yeah, I accepted it, but messed up on OBS. OBS had the update today. I don't know if you got that.
Yeah, I got it.
Notify, yeah, I guess I'll notify my followers. I guess they deserve to know that you're here. Okay. And take that back to your stream so people can see these. Yes, I know she knocked. Is it working? Cool. Yeah, it's working. Okay, I see it in your chat.
Oh my god, I just realized my microphone was off!
Oh.
I've been talking this whole time. I just said, I was just saying, thank you so much, Stoop Nova and Finn Text for the follows. Welcome to the Hollow. Grab yourself a seat, a questionable liquid, and enjoy your stay. Welcome, welcome!
Yeah, welcome. And thanks again for the... yeah, sorry for the sub. Just tired.
Oh, they're fine.
Do you like cats or dogs?
I like cats. I enjoy cats. I think they're very fuzzy and cute, but they also keep to themselves.
I like
Which I value.
dogs, but right now all I have is a cat.
Oh yeah. You
And
can have one of ours.
she always stays under my desk.
Yeah, my cat's name is Shambles.
Yep.
Shambles.
Shambles the cat. But yeah, growing up, like my family almost always had a German Shepherd or else a mutt. One of the two. No other breeds. Like if it wasn't a German Shepherd, it was a mutt. So watch that rigid body thing a little bit, or no?
I watched through the video, and now it's a matter of executing this said video.
Yeah. Pretty simple stuffs. Gotta kill the default cube like usual.
Oh yes, of course, of course.
Let's see, I already made a bowl using a spear.
I'm just adding extra squares and stuff for them to fall down into it.
Yay. Cube.
And just rotate them. Wow. Yeah.
So I'll just have a few cubes on my end because I'm feeling lazy.
That's fair. It's okay. Get all my cubes. There we go. I think that's probably fine. When they group them all together.
Throw a shoe at them.
Oh.
Wait, you grouped them?
I don't know. I'm just grouping them for the sake of grouping them.
Are you talking about putting them in collection?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Not
collection's one
grouping
thing.
outright. Collections.
Grouping is slightly different.
Yes. Wait, now we do rigid body. I think this is supposed to be collision? And this is supposed to be rigid body. No?
Alright, so rigid body is like its own system.
Oh, okay.
You got to, like, think of it like Department of Transportation, where you can get a license from them, but there's going to be different licenses. So
Right.
collision would be for other things like cloth and force field, etc.
Oh.
Rigid body's got its own mojo going on, so you're gonna need a CDL to use that. So on your bowl, you'd want to hit rigid body on that as well.
Oh.
So the difference is, for the bowl, you'd have to set the type to passive, so it's just sitting there. And then for the block, while the cube's falling, you'd want them to be active. So the passive is just sitting there. So if you were using this on like a scene and you wanted to, like, a blanket to fall down onto something, you would set the rigid body to active on the blanket, but then passive on like the bed or something.
Right. Okay.
And then it'd fall down onto it. As for other things like cloth physics and that's going to add like a lot more stress on your system for throwing it in there. Are they all doing it or just one?
Just two of them.
Just two? Alright.
Just two of them.
So whenever you got them
Some
all...
of them didn't get the rigid body to it.
Well, you just select them all.
I did select them all.
What did you use to copy it? Did you use F3 then copy from active object? That'd be the faster way.
Oh.
The way you're doing right now manually does work as well.
Well, like, how would you do it past the other way?
Alright, the other way would be...
On this one.
Yeah, just go like side view. Either side, since it's just a bowl that you're looking from.
Alright.
Alright, and just block select all the cubes.
Okay.
Alright, one that's active has a rigid body on it. I see. Hit F3 wherever you got your mouse in the viewport.
F3?
Yeah, then look up copy from active. By the time you get from typed out, it should be just down to that.
Okay.
Then go ahead and hit space. It doesn't work. Ta-da! Well, one of them still fell through for some reason.
It's not that it fell through.
Oh no, it fell off.
Another one and fell off.
See, the problem with it is, and I already know what the hell the problem is.
It's not going in.
Lower my timeline to 50. 50 should be good for end frame. There we go. So go back to 1, and you gotta go on your bowl. Down in collision type, convex hull is what the issue is. You'd want to go with mesh for something that has like a dip in it.
Oh.
Convex
Yeah,
hull
that's right.
should work for like a bed.
Okay.
But doing it by mesh, it takes longer for it to process it all out. So if you were animating the scene, it would take longer.
Right. Okay.
How long have I been making videos? I haven't been making videos like editing or anything like that for very long. I just post my VODs from Twitch for the most part, from my older VODs, which I haven't done in a while. I didn't even finish doing that. But
You had some work to put in then.
well, it takes forever to download this shit off
Yeah, that's fair.
Twitch. Though I do have the export thing set up, it just sometimes doesn't work properly for some reason.
Right.
But I have done a little bit of video editing using Blender in the past.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing now? Now you got a little Taurus.
Cheerios!
Making...
I'm making Cheerios.
Oh, Cheerios, like bowl of cereal. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Gonna make up one Cheerio. And now to make 100 more.
I've been streaming for, I think, 8 years now.
Mag knows what's up.
Sorta.
Ooh, one way of doing it.
Yeah. A super long way.
Hey, isn't it? That is a super long way for sure. You just take them all and then just duplicate all of them at once. If they fall out of the bowl, they fall out of the bowl. I'm not too worried. You're gonna end up getting this done way faster than me, but that's gonna be the fun part, is that I'm gonna get to learn very valuable lessons.
You're learning stuff.
See? You get it. I hear that.
The cat in the background.
Yeah, he's losing his mind.
Yeah, she does that sometimes.
Yeah. The rigid body. Say cylinder for these ones. Jeez, Mariah.
Wants my damn attention.
Here we go.
6.
Now we all have a rigid body. Now it's just a matter of the fact that they aren't falling. Oh, there it goes. There's my cereal. I have a cereal bowl.
Yay, cereal.
Hey. Flop. I lost a few to the void, but it's okay. I can move some over.
I wonder if this would work. I
They
haven't tried
haven't
this
come
myself.
come up from higher. Oh.
Sort of.
Here we go. Heading forward. That one went out there. Which one are you? Which one are... Oh, it's the one way at the top. It's just slightly not in the bowl. Flump. Like, see, cute said video. Shall we go get the axe? There's a lot I can say about the Freyd's rigid body. I'm gonna turn back on our music here. Shall I go get the axe? So I'm gonna say, I will refrain. Hello, Mag and Coral. Oh, beautiful thing. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. How you doing, JP? I made cereal. Y'all like cereal? I like
cereal in cubes.
It's true. Make more cereal too. Just more of it.
Yeah. Oh, the cereals.
So much cereal has landed in my bowl, and I'm a happy person.
One thing you can also
So
do.
much of it that it just falls out of the frame.
How long is your timeline? 250. Let me see here. Full screen. Yeah, it looks like you're still at 250.
Mm-hmm.
What you can do is you can click on your bowl.
Huh?
Click on the bowl.
Yeah.
Can't tell if you actually clicked on it or not.
I'm just clicked on a different thing.
Alright.
I haven't even clicked on it. I just have it not set to show the overlay.
Alright, then you can, in the rigid body for the bowl, you can set to animated.
Huh?
And then whenever you actually move it, it'll move around whatever you have in there.
Oh.
If you don't have it to animated, the bowl just stays there.
This is fun. I like this. This is so much fun. Whee!
Yeah, like if you don't have it
It's all
animated,
fun.
it does like how it's doing mine, where it automatically like tries to go based off of what was originally sort of planned for the simulation if you don't have it set to animated.
Right? Oh wow, that went way up. Whee!
Yeah, so it's just giving it a bunch of gravity and stuff.
This is just fun to play with. It looks like I'm playing with snow. It's going
Popcorn.
everywhere. Yeah. This is my popcorn bucket anyway. And everything is gone. Everything's spread out everywhere. That's so fun. That's a fun thing.
Alright, JP.
That's such a fun thing to play with.
And high stealth. But yeah, so something like that you could use for like making like a popping sort of animation sort of thing. Where like something like burst out
Right.
of something. Or even get like try to do like random things that you can do like where is it? Scene, I think. Yeah, okay, so Rigid Body's got stuff so on its own path in life in Blender that if you go to scene, the little thing that looks like a cone with a ball and a little dot on the right hand side up near the top of it.
Oh, this?
Yeah, it's got its own Rigid Body world. And
What
this,
does that mean?
what
does that mean?
So basically,
Body world?
it's all the factors that are affected. Like if you expand the cache and the field weights thing, it's got field weights to it, just like how you can set field weights for the other parameters, like the other physics have. So you'd like turn on the gravity and make it so you can make like a crap load of flower petals, and so you just wanted a scene where like flower petals were like raining down, or even leaves, like in a wood in the forest or something.
Okay, that makes sense.
You could just set the gravity sort of lower on that, and the rigid body would just cover that.
Makes sense. Okay.
So it's like but every time you like do a change to the settings, you want to take it back to frame 1 so it can recalculate all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
But with the cache part up at the top, if you wanted to make the rigid body stuff last longer than 250 frames, like even if I take it to 500 frames normally using the timeline at the bottom, it will cut off at 250 no matter what. The simulation just stops. So you'd have to come in and change the cache to whatever you want, but of course it says underneath here 58 frames in memory, so 60 kilobytes right there. It's allocating a little bit of your memory to producing that simulation.
Okay.
But you can bake it in there, and it will hold on to what that simulation is doing, and then you can like do other stuff with the scene, and it'll still have that snowfall effect or whatever you're going for. So that's one thing you can do.
Like continuously loop properly instead of it just dying and then starting again, or.
Yeah, so basically it'd be like that. You could also do things like caching would also be important for if you did a what is it? I forget if it's physics. I think it's particle system. With the particles, if you did an emitter where you just wanted, you didn't know how long the scene is going to be, so you just put an emitter in there, constantly produce snowfall.
Right, yeah. Emitters are a little fun. They're interesting.
Yeah, there's like a lot of different things that you can do with that stuff. You can also add hair to things too, because hair is fun to play with. I've been
save this one.
messing around a lot with it.
Yeah.
The hair system is probably what I've been looking at the most of late, because I want to try using hair cards for something I might be trying to do for Alma.
Sounds fun. You can have fun with that.
But hair cards are used a lot by the gaming industry, where you would take a head and you would literally do what you said you liked more with the hair stuff. You just bring in a plane and you would shape it to the style for.
Right.
Let me just get rid of everything here. So I'd have like, we'll bring in Susan here, and
hello, Susan.
Yeah, that's actually her name.
I thought it was just a monkey.
Playing cards. Ooh, playing cards. And I forgot to put on the Neko from the first time. Sorry about that, JP. Sea of Thieves. Haven't played that for many times.
I appreciate it.
But, sorry, got sidetracked there.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I would go in here and start.
Okay.
Damn it. Keep wanting to move it and hitting stuff in the wrong process.
How dare you boop me? You come in here and you boop my nose. How dare you?
Boops. But you would use the plane to literally try to make the style of hair sort of like the I guess silhouette of it would be the best way to sort of explain it.
Yeah.
And then you would apply, like this obviously not done, but you would go into the shading and you would apply a shader, and in that shader you would have an image texture, and you would just plug it, you'd plug it in, and that would be, and then also you'd plug in the alpha to get, seeing through the hair and stuff, and you'd be able to have this like realistic sort of looking hair with very, very low poly count compared to like if you used curves, like how a lot of stylized hair is done, like Fortnite hair basically. Everybody can instantly tell, okay, that's Fortnite style hair. Just looking at it, that's actually called stylized hair.
Oh, okay.
Yes, huh. Yeah, I'm alive.
I feel that.
Just doing what I can't remember if I gave JP a shout out properly or not.
Well, this works fine, I guess. Technically what I wanted.
What you trying to build?
Huh?
What you
I
trying
don't
to?
know yet.
Oh, you don't know?
I'm kind of trying to do my hair loops, the ones on my back here.
Hair
I wanted to
loops.
see if I could kind of do something like that.
You have hair?
Oh my god, I am plagued.
Oh, so sort of like your buns.
Yeah, like my buns.
I'm trying to think. Like having a head there to sort of work with is nice for figuring that stuff out. You should have Susan as well. She is a base mesh thing in Blender. So if you do Shift A, it'll be monkey underneath grid.
Ooh.
Put in the loops.
Not the bevel I wanted, but it's a bevel I got.
Yeah, it'll do that because a bevel is trying to, like, whenever you have it on a corner, it's trying to like spread those verts evenly and still maintain quads at the same time. You hit C to clamp it so it doesn't overlap. Also, whenever you do the Control B, then hit C, it'll clamp it so it doesn't overlap the other ones. That might be what caused some of your artifacts in your last thing.
Yeah, it seems like that's the case. Ooh.
I think that's part of why they put in the bevel modifier, just to try to make things slightly easier.
Yeah, maybe. It would make sense, that's for sure.
Yeah, because then you don't have to worry about like all these different things that like these shortcut keys you got to remember.
Yeah.
Like it says right at the bottom, whenever you're beveling something, like hit the wrong key. Down at the bottom, can't take my mouse all the way down there because, but you can see like it says return key for confirm, escape to cancel, M for width type, A for width, S is your segments, P profile. Profile you can actually like, it's how you can make stairs really fast too. You can use profile for making stairs really fast. It's also like whenever I showed you curves, how you do different profile for the curve to make like a design and stuff. It's the exact same thing. It'd give you that little graph that you can like put the different points on and stuff.
Right. Okay.
And then clamp helps prevent things from overlapping other ones, other verts and stuff. So like, I can't take it any further than this right now whenever I have it clamped.
Yeah.
So because it's trying to overlap the verts at the top, but still maintain like the same angle wherever I got it going. So if I like increase it more, but that'd be like one way to make sure that it doesn't give you those extra artifacts that you got before. Especially if you're doing it on a solid mesh, whereas I'm just doing it on a plane right now.
Right.
I've never used like H or, well, the harden, the seam, the sharp, or anything, but I'm guessing seam and sharp are the exact same things as what we've been doing with other stuff, like putting in seams. Marking sharp is good for if you're trying to put like a, well, it's good for hair. It's good for making a regular like anime style hair or stylized hair. But the rest of the stuff I haven't used enough to actually know what the hell it does. But anytime you'd like go to do something, you usually right mouse button to cancel the action. But with extruding, always remember that even if you hit right mouse button, that extrude is still there.
Yeah, I
know. So you gotta Control Z.
You did mention that
so
before.
you don't get extra verts in there and everything, and extra faces, which could really screw things up sometimes.
Oh yeah. You don't want to do that. You can't do that. Yeah.
It can be the bad stuffs.
Budge.
Badger.
Bitch.
If Susan, while you working on your stuff, I'm gonna work on mine a little bit here.
Well, that's not great. Do that. This one, right? Control R. Yeah, there we go. Put them right in the middle. That way, I can... So I'm guessing what I can do is something like that. We got that. Oh no. There we go.
The oh no times.
Just want these ones.
That happens
that
way
one.
too often with blenders.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh, I want to do this neat thing that I learned. Wait a minute, it's not doing the thing I learned.
It's not doing the thing that I was told I was supposed to know. How dare it?
Yeah, the audacity, the
I
gumption.
know. Absolutely awful. Terrible. I think if I place in an edge loop and then raise it, it should help me to fill out these areas.
Yeah, yeah, I saw JP. It was nice.
And then like that. Okay, so little blah 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 blah.
Where did I put it?
That's why it's not doing right.
And textures one. Oh, this is all my bunker stuff. Trying to find the hair texture that I've done in the past, or like learning how to do hair cards. I really need to go through my reference folder as well and get rid of shit that I don't need anymore.
Well, I don't know what it is, but it's something, I guess. It's not my hair, that's for sure. But it's something.
Yeah, doing a spiral is slightly harder.
Smooth.
For that, I would see it like making the base and then marking the seams and then just actually hand painting on the spiral.
Yeah.
That's
You can also use like height maps and stuff, and that'll help make it look like it's better.
Normal maps, yeah.
Yeah.
Normal maps are really helpful, but you also gotta be sort of careful with those too, because you screw those up, it can really make a model look like shit.
Yeah. Well, obviously, yeah, you're not wrong. It can make it look like garbage.
Like, I actually got a bit of an example I could send you for a decent-ish normal map I recently did. Rawr. All the roars. I put it. DMs. When I just DM'd you on Discord would be like an example of a normal map for an eyeball.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
A lumpy. So lumpy.
So whenever, like, we haven't gotten to baking textures and stuff yet, but you have to put the render into we'd have to go to render settings, which looks like a little camera on the right hand side, and change it from
Yeah.
Eevee to cycles, and then
Right.
you'd be able to do baking of textures and stuff. I usually use cycles. It is a more realistic looking engine usually, which is
Right.
obviously what I like to go for. But the nice thing about it, well, what I like about it is you can change between using your CPU or else your GPU for doing all your stuff with Blender. My GPU is much stronger than my CPU, so
Right.
I'll usually just kick right over to cycles and switch over to GPU so my stuff's not lagging as I'm like trying to sculpt something or whatever.
That's fair.
Eevee, it's only your CPU, if I remember right. So I'd like if they eventually change it so you can go GPU, because some stuff does look better in Eevee, but it's not a whole lot though. Like there's some things that are a complete pain in the ass in Eevee compared to using cycles, like glass. Glass is so much easier to do in cycles compared to Eevee.
Right. Glass?
Yeah, like windows or
Oh, yeah.
glass, drinking glass or anything, or glasses. Like just anything glass is just a pain in the ass to do in Eevee.
I could imagine. It sounds like
in cycles, all it is opening the transmission in the principal BSDF and turning it up. That's all you have to do in Eevee. in cycles.
Yeah.
Though if you want it to actually render, and also another thing, like anything that you want transparent, you have to go into hold on, I got my blenders being poopy, so what you up to? Trying to redo your bookshelf thing again?
No. Sounds a little different.
Milk carton. Oh, if you want to make it if it's going to be a symmetrical thing, you always just do the mirroring thing, so you're not doing both sides.
No, I get you.
Alright. Yeah, anytime you want transparency to the stuff that you're making, you have to go into oh no, it might still be, yes, in the rendering also, and you have to go to film and turn on transparency. That way, whenever you render it out, it actually will have the transparency to it. Or else if you go to make a transparent PNG for making like an emote.
Right.
Which making, this is one thing that like I was sort of trying to push a little bit towards you for drawing in Blender, like using the 2D stuff.
Yeah.
Since you can do 2D animation in here as well, you just go to that file setting.
Right.
You can literally just go to the output properties and change to like 512 by 512, and whenever you set the camera up, it'll make the PNG or whatever you put out exactly 512 for submitting to Twitch.
Oh.
That's how some of my emotes are made. It's just I went in and changed that one setting, rendered it again, submitted it to Twitch.
I mean, that's one way of doing it.
Yeah, it's very. Only thing that's a pain in the ass is making a GIF. If you want to make a GIF, you've got to. Well, you also got to stick to the limitation that Twitch has with the like 60 frames.
Yeah.
So obviously you can set the end frame to 60, and there you go. You got your your 60 frames that you're stuck in for doing the emote.
Yeah.
Then you can just simply change the options for the output resolution to see what fits within the megabyte limit for making it. But making a GIF usually is a two-part process for me, where I make the animation in Blender, render it out as PNGs, and then use those PNGs in GIMP to turn it into a
Right.
GIF.
Okay.
Because for whatever reason, you can't make a GIF a output file type. You can do WebPM, and only movie format shown off the bat is FFmpeg. But you can always change the codec to like MP3 and other stuff like that.
Right.
So it's like making an actual video and submitting it for like YouTube even. It could do. It's okay for that, but for whatever reason they won't do. They don't do GIFs. It's like VRM isn't a default thing still for Blender, even though I'm betting a lot of the new users for Blender are using it because of VTubing.
Right, yeah. I mean, it would make sense.
Then again, I don't see a whole lot of 3D VTubers anymore. I see a lot more 2D. Well, 2.5D, I guess you could say, since you like turn your head and stuff. But
it is fun.
Yeah, it's the little differences. I like sticking to my 3D because then I can actually take the FBX from my model and put it into a gaming engine.
Yeah. I understand.
You can technically still do that with your model, but I'm betting it's not as much as not as easy or streamlined as doing stuff with 3D.
It's not. It's certainly not as easy. Read that. Did nothing.
Oh, it still has a.
Well.
Wait, what happened there? What did you do?
I toggled off of Y. I did set to mirror Y, but it's mirroring the wrong side.
Usually I just mirror X, but then again, I only build on the X-axis usually. The Y is the depth for me. Yeah. Now if you cut it in half the other way, then I'd mirror the other side.
Yeah. I need to first cut it in half.
Yeah. Which actually probably shouldn't be too much of a difficulty.
Okay, that's that, but it's not.
Only thing I don't like about mirroring stuffs is you'd have to like put a loop cut down the side of it while looking at that side, like the other side. You'd put a loop cut down the center and then delete the back faces that don't have the dip. So Control R. Oh, that's. Oh yeah.
So they didn't even do the loop cut in one part.
Why is it not going all the way through? Well, that shows something's up with the topology right there. It should go all the way through. Anytime you run to an issue like that where it won't cut all the way through, there's something screwed up with the topology.
It's probably because of this part.
Oh, so good.
I don't remember. How do you go and cut it all the way through?
C after you hit the cut, then you hit K and then you hit C to cut all the way clear through.
Okay.
So if you're looking at like it from right at the side, just K, then click, then C, then boop. Just watching the stream, then space to finish it off. And then you delete the back faces that don't have the dip in it already. All the black verts. Back verts, blah. That should be all of them.
There you go. Well, that's not right. Oh no.
doing that?
I don't know.
It was,
It's letting me select one of them, but not both.
That's because the other one's mirrored.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it's letting me click these, but it's not letting me click in the center. As if this isn't even supposed to be here. Like it's not actually a piece, but it's showing up as a piece.
You can't do Alt-Z.
Oh, there it goes. Now it's letting me select that one.
Yeah, that's why. You see how it selects like all that? It's pretty.
Yeah, that's not right.
That's no bueno.
Section.
That's no bueno. It shows that's the whole thing I was saying with the something's up with the topology. That's why it's not cutting all the way through.
That's not right. It's doing it for the entire backside of it. Front side, it doesn't care. It's this. It's all of this.
Thanks for the 81 months, Sea Wills.
Ooh.
And hi, Rod. But welcome, Sea Wills. Hope you're having a good day. Night, tacos and burritos. Three times, three times, three times, three times, three times, three. I don't know if that works that way. Unless you put in a I wanted to say brackets, but I know that's incorrect.
No mirror. No mirror modifier. And it just breaks it. It's fine.
Yeah, you can always, if you have a mirror modifier on, you can always temporarily turn it off.
Yeah, that's true.
By I forget what it's called. It looks like a little monitor. Real time is what it's called. Looks, it's right next to the camera, and the square verts. You turn that off, and it will not show in the viewport while you're working on stuffs. And you can always go in there and look for like stray topology that might be screwing things up, and then reapply it, and it should be okay. And also remember, put on clipping whenever you use a mirror modifier as well. That's another thing that could be messing things up. How you doing tonight? Hug machine broke? I don't think I got a hug command right at the moment. That did that right. That did that right. Well, Shannon's working good. Something might need to be updated with mix it up, because it didn't show me whenever you subscribed or whenever SeaWorld subscribed here. I actually had to look at my OBS. But I was gonna say maybe it's something with OBS, but OBS has nothing to do with mix it up as far as I recall.
Yeah.
Hate whenever little things change in browsers and stuff, because it ends up screwing things up for some reason.
I feel that.
Got first ads coming up here. I'm actually going to do a long ad just to get it out of the way and have less people getting hit by ads coming in. So, incoming ads for the Twitch users.
Hello, Twitch. If you're in Twitchy.
Take monitoring against your other channels during the shared chat. You can warn, timeout, or ban any user. That channel can't. Alright. Guess Twitch probably did an API update of some sort for this shared chat stuff, since I looked at the creator the stream manager on the creator dashboard, and I got a pop-up about all the stuff
What?
involving the shared chat stuff. Maybe
Oh,
they
yeah?
changed the API some, and that's why my stuff isn't latching on whenever people subscribe for Mix It Up.
Really?
So it is doing my shoutouts just fine, but that's just a bot.
Hmm.
Let's take a moment during ads to check that out. Let's see your events, Twitch. Name. Follow. Okay. That's the follow one. Rated. Yeah, I need to redo my subscriber one then, it seems. Okay. Yeah, doing stuff live. Yay.
Look it, we'll do it live.
Yeah.
Real. A little cap.
And save.
Milk.
What?
You like milk? I mean, milk jug.
Miak.
Mm-hmm.
What got you to make a milk jug? Just randomness?
Actually, it's this. Hold on. Oh, Jesus, way too loud. I shall send you the link to it.
Pinch of lemon.
Beans of lemon!
Already seen it, but I'll watch it another 20 times.
I'm Caucasian.
It's funny. I'm gonna get that put as like a sticker, but it's gonna be like like those buttons that you put on yourself, like the pins. I'm gonna make a pin, but it's gonna be have a button. When you click on the button, it just goes pinch of lemon. Oh, it'd be fantastic.
Alright, so that should fix that. Go back to watching chat. Yay. Okay, so let's just get rid of that for a little bit.
We're gonna take our first break for the night.
No.
I'm going to BRB just for a minute because I'm in that state of near
Oh. I've seen this before.
where I'm getting to the point where I'm yawning and not focusing.
Ah.
So I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna walk around. I appreciate your patience.
Now stay here and ban everybody. Alright, so I think chat on my side is back. Coral is taking a momentary get up and stretch moment. And she ended up linking me something I've seen before, but it's very helpful. Very helpful, it's a helpful little video that I guess I'll post it so others can check it out if they want. For learning about doing tune shading stuffs for stuff in Blender, which you could use for a lot of different things. In that example, it's a milk carton, but you can also use it for like potions or things like that. That's one thing, is like a lot of people will learn a certain skill but then never think of how it could be applied to other things. Any of you guys that are here that are streamers, you've got a whole skill set from streaming alone that you could apply and put on your resume. Just as something to have there. Even if you don't intend to pursue something that like broadcasting or whatever in the future, is like you'd still have it there and show that you've got years of experience in this sort of stuff. So it looks like this is done in Eevee, which, like I said, I don't really care to use Eevee too much, particularly since you have to go through a lot of different things, like stuff I know and I like to do with Blender, and I use for making my model and other things, is more done in cycles where procedural materials look much better. Like I could just, no, don't save that one. Let me just go to the asset folder here. That's where most all of my procedural materials are. Actually, you guys should know this one, since it is one of my emotes. It's gonna take a little bit to load up. What's the orb? So this is how orb was made. Orb. But yeah, it's like, this is done in Eevee and had to do all this other shit, but if I were to use this for something like Unreal Engine, all this is basically useless, because Unreal doesn't read this stuff. It reads textures. It doesn't have this, it doesn't have like the color ramps and all the other crap that would be read by Blender in this file. If I exported this FBX and then threw it right into Unreal Engine, it would look, it would have the same base mesh, but it would not have the it would just look like this. It wouldn't have the rest of this stuff, where you can't see like that stuff on the emote because it's so small, but there are these little details in there. The sort of thing that sucks about making emotes is like, what I can get in Blender is obviously on a much larger scale that I can see compared to what you guys get. Also, part of why I'm missing a few, well, have a few empty emote slots, is like, I want to, if I'm gonna put something out, I'm hoping that it's something that you guys like and know I put effort into making. And I just don't want to put out garbage, essentially. Just fill it for the sake of filling it, sort of thing, you know. I don't care for that. But there's neat stuff like this. This is done in Eevee. No, I don't want to end viewport, I think. Taking a little bit to load. Oh, that'd be why I wasn't able to see it. Looks very blurry. Maybe it was. Yeah, Use clamp alpha. Yeah. Very Minecrafty. On alpha, and it's supposed to be. Wonder why it's not showing over here. This is the imagery, right? Yeah. Reload. Maybe it's missing the image because I did end up getting rid of a bunch of files that I didn't need on my PC anymore. It might have been in there somewhere. Ambient occlusion, gradients, color scales. That's why I don't like using stuff from other people. I like to learn how to actually make this stuff. Welcome back, welcome back.
Hello.
Caught me BSing some with chat.
That's okay.
Going through like all the stuff that I have in my asset folder.
I grabbed myself a lighter so I can light my candle.
I forgot I had a Christmas tree.
It smells like vanilla. So comfy.
Oh, the vanillas.
Comfy.
I need to rumble in the jungle. It also showed the blend file for my orb emote.
Yo, nice.
That's why there is orbing chat. An old Christmas tree from last year, I think. Whenever I made this one. And I forget if this was geometry or procedural. I think I might have applied stuff by accident. Data gives. And problem looking back on stuff from like a year ago. I forget what the hell I did with it. Alright, so it's not a geometry node thing. This actual, I made this, and I guess I applied the modifiers before I rendered it out.
Well,
Simple Christmas tree. And there's like 80 ninjas. Yeah. There's some things I like to keep up front with my files. So how's the milk jug coming along?
I am in the process of it.
You trying to follow along with the tutorial?
Yeah. Right next, let's see. You get a color ramp, put it there, and we do Z or X on color ramp, and then we can select our colors and put letters.
Yay.
But he not letters. He's not that. Oh, because I'm clicking the wrong button. That'll do it.
Yeah, that will cause issues sometimes.
Yeah.
So, looking over the videos, like I was explaining, how something like that looks nice, but problem with it is the shading. It wouldn't transfer over to Unreal or Unity because of how their material nodes are.
Yeah.
That's where you have to learn how to do baking, the texture baking, where like my model I'm using right now, I had to bake everything to a texture, into a color texture map, a roughness texture map, and a normal texture map.
Oh.
And that's why like parts of my helmet has like actual like scratches on it and shit, and the buttons are actually sort of more detailed. Only thing that still irks me about this model is the stitching that's on the along its edges, the white that's there.
Yeah.
Trying to texture bake that down was causing it to look really bad. Like it was just smeared spots of white on it. It was like, nah, I'm not gonna take that. So this stitching is actually like a separate part of the model. So if I try to apply cloth physics to the coat, the stitching and the seams that are in that area just like fall off.
Right.
I'm like, damn it, can't have anything nice. But yeah, it's definitely one of those live and learn sort of things.
Right.
No missing kids yet, from what I understand.
Missing kids. Oh man.
But later in that video, like, you'll see all the extra shit they get to do for class.
Right.
Along with getting reflections. Making something look like glass is one thing. Getting the actual reflections, or else the refraction, whenever you look through glass, how the stuff behind it is sort of shifted a little bit, or else domed like a fishbowl lens sort of look. That's a completely separate thing you gotta do, which I think is in post processing that you actually have to do it in, which is annoying. I hate doing a lot of stuff with the compositing part of Blender.
Yeah.
Because most of the time it's like I could get the same effect just learning how to do it in the regular layout.
Right.
I heard this is so much easier in VR. I have never tried it in VR, so I can't really put forth my own opinion on it.
Right.
I've just gone through my recently opened files so that I keep ones that I want near the top so they don't get taken off the list.
Oh.
And create whole worlds.
This one's a bit old.
Oh, the video? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really old.
Anything that's more than 2 months old, when it comes down to shading stuff, you're probably not going to be able to do it. They recently changed some stuff with ray tracing and the screen space. I think it's called screen space refraction. Some of those options don't even exist anymore in Blender. It's been changed to something else, or else it just automatically happens anyway. It sucks. There's one tutorial I was following that recently that I had to wait until they do an update to it to actually be able to try to do it myself. Almost all of my stuff with Blender I've done over the years, like I followed a tutorial and then I worked from there. Like they got that guy's geometry node stuff for glass, not glass but grass. The one that you were following for the bush and the tree.
Right. Yeah.
His grass one is he just put a new video out like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but he's still using the older version of Blender that he made the first video with, so it doesn't have some of the geometry node stuff that you need to have to follow along particularly. And nobody in the comments section that I noted watching the first video is like, oh, this has actually been changed to this now. It's just a lot of people saying it's not there anymore. What do we do? Because geometry nodes are sort of like dealing with the shader stuff. Once you get used to it, it's not that bad. But when you're first getting into or still getting used to, like how I am, it's no bueno.
I don't think it would be, yeah.
Dun, dun, that's the eyeball.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Eyeball.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Eyeball.
I'm gonna try to keep following it, even though it sucks. It's bad. Just see if I can tell anything out of it.
Yeah, sometimes it's just toughing it out, and you'll at least learn something. That's how I felt like following a lot of Grant Abbott's stuff, because he's the one that I recommended that does a lot of the hand painted texturing.
Right.
Like the one well that that we did. That was from one of his videos.
Yeah.
A lot of his stuff is he'll have you UV unwrap the object and then go in and you'll learn how to like do rocks or dirt or make it look like there's some flowers in the field, but it turns out you just used a brush with like a speckle brush sort of thing. And also like how like texture paint water or the surface of a water. He's really damn good with his stuff. Problem like is I haven't seen too many animation videos from him, so like if you wanted to make like an animated stream sort of look,
Right.
I would probably have to recommend going elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
But he is one that I've learned a good bit off of, and whenever I first was starting Blender, I went all the way back in his playlist to like whenever Blender was still like fucking really new for a lot of people.
Right.
And the interface looked completely different.
Yeah.
But it was still neat to try to follow along and learn what I could learn from those videos.
Yeah.
So some of the stuff that I know about actual texture painting is from him. Much love, man. I'm gonna go work 5:45 tomorrow. So all right, sleep well, JP.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, hope the games of Marvel Rivals went well, and all other good stuffs. I see a lot of people talking about Marvel Rivals of late. That or else that Nike or Nike, however you want to pronounce it, but I'm just tired of it. Oh, if it's a Japanese game, that'd be how it's pronounced, Nike. But I just don't care for it.
Everybody has their preference.
I'm just trying to avoid gacha games altogether.
No, I agree. I'm not making the gacha either. I absolutely despise it. I get too into it, and then it ends up becoming a problem.
Yeah. It's patched tomorrow. Okay. Oh, that's good. I just know I've seen a lot of clips from JP play that game. Then there's that new, like, it's another one of those games sort of like Counter-Strike hero shooter bullshit, but it's with anime waifus this time around.
Right.
But you can like one of the mechanics is you can actually merge with the wall, like that one Legend of Zelda game, Link Between Worlds, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Where you can basically become like a 2D version of yourself up against the wall. And that's how you like climb up walls and stuff. You go 2D and you just shimmy your way up.
Yeah.
I think it's a neat idea. It's just it seems of late a lot of the free-to-play game market has been trying to capitalize on how many people have been like obsessing over waifus and I think VTubing stuff has a lot to do with it, especially ever since the whole thing between I know there's no actual beef between Iron Mouse and
no.
Kai Sente
Yeah.
Senate. I think it was actually cool that. Did you see that?
Each other.
I don't know if you've seen that. Well, I know it's posted on Twitter, but I don't know about Blue Sky. But Kai actually tried VTubing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like Iron Mouse had the setup there or something. It's like he was flipping the fuck out about it.
He's like, this is so cool.
Yeah, I thought that was neat.
He's been a really cool supporter.
Yeah, I still find it odd that like he came out of fucking nowhere, really big all of a sudden, but he was doing something that was pretty tough, trying to get through Elden Ring on his own without having played any other FromSoft game, from what I understand.
Yeah, that'll do it. That shit's tough. It's a really hard game.
Well, I remember watching your Dark Souls 1 playing. I will never forget that. That was like a good time for me because that's one of the few games I have 100%ed.
Never forget.
Dark Souls 1.
Never let me forget. That's what he's on about.
It's good. Dark Souls 1 got me through a lot of my time at work whenever I was working as a security guard in the middle of fucking nowhere. They would let they still allowed us to like take stuff there to keep us occupied as long as it wasn't something off the wall like shooting our guns or whatever, or doing target practice. Or one person, they said, like actually brought a fucking treadmill into work on the back of their truck.
Doing it.
But I played the hell out of Dark Souls, and part of 100%ing that game is getting all of the items in the game. And some of them you can only get if you do PvP or you farm a specific monster. And I had no internet access at the time, so it was just farming the specific monster. The only reason why I found this out was I looked it up on my phone. So, but one thing I do like about Dark Souls 1 is that the DLC that they eventually did for it didn't add more achievements, so it didn't screw up having 100% achievements whenever it did come out for me. Whereas Monster Hunter World, which I 100%ed on stream, that ended up getting screwed up because Iceborne came out, which ended up having more achievements to do it.
Right.
So, but the Monster Hunter stuff will actually
flat,
like
to line up.
Oh, you wanted to like flatten out the top there?
Yeah, I want to flatten it out at the top.
Alright, let me see where you're at. Okay, so move it up to where you want it to be. Alright. And left mouse button for stop grabbing it, sort of thing. And then go to vert mode, so hit 1 on the keypad, well, on the number pad, or that. Scale, so S, then Z, then 0.
Oh. Hey, check that out. Nice.
Yeah. Then you can move it back down if you want. Or... Yeah. So if you're ever like trying to flatten things out on a specific axis, well, axis, you got your left and right, which would be, from what you're viewing right now, would be scale Y is 0.
Right.
If you're ever trying to mirror something without using the mirror modifier, you can use scale whichever direction you're trying to mirror it to, then -1. Like, I'm guessing you're trying to drag that out to exactly the edge there.
Kind of, yeah.
You could always use the magnet thing at the top, have it set to verts.
It's...
Okay, yeah, don't know why it does that. Then
Mm-hmm.
G, then X. So well, that's if you wanted to keep it on the same axis. So it'd be Y. Then you'd move it near one of the verts that are at the edge of the wall that's already there. And that way it'd be exactly lined up.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Just gonna turn that one big ass end on. And it could still work as long as you have like something covering it up. It won't be that bad, I guess. It's like Rule 34. I don't do any Rule 34. That costs too much.
The solidify thing does not want to do it.
Oh yeah, it's not happening. Your bullshit.
So mad. It's so mad at me.
Oh, I think it's because it's going to something that I think you don't have solidify on. That's why it's doing that, because it's joining.
The whole thing has solidify on it.
That's weird. Oh, you'd probably just want to keep the floor separate then. Monster Hunter, you have my attention. Why am I not surprised you like Monster Hunter, Dills?
That's fair.
You play Warframe, you play Monster Hunter. Both are time sinks. Both have the horrible reputation of making you grind hours on end to get one item.
That's the best part. When you
it keeps you playing it. But I don't know, I find myself getting addicted to games like that real easy. People will hate about it, but like, I at least know I'm getting my money's worth out of this game if I'm spending 300 to 400 hours playing it.
Yeah, that's fair. You got a point there.
The past 15 years? Well, that's pretty good. For me, I played the first Monster Hunter game. I thought the franchise died off, at least in America. And then eventually I heard about Monster Hunter World. And it's like, oh, I remember this game. They're still around? I thought Capcom killed this. Then I found out like there's this whole thing that Universal Studios Japan actually has like a Monster Hunter ride. And for World, they had this event that if you went to Universal Studios Japan and you went to that ride, you could actually get a like voucher or something that has a code that you go and you redeem it on whatever platform you're using it on, you're playing the game on, and it would give you a specific skin. Well, not skin, but like armor for just going to Universal Studios Japan. So that was neat. And there's also like this, I think they recently opened like a esports club or something over there based around Monster Hunter. As well as a few other things. I think they got like a whole restaurant based around it. So, Capcom's at least still going strong over there. Yeah.
Wait, that's not let me do that. That's fine. It didn't happen. See? You get it.
Control-Z fixes everything.
See? Look. It's perfectly normal. That's supposed to look like that. Yeah, sure, it's not properly connected. But it's supposed to look like that.
Stop arguing with me before I have to hit you.
I know.
I don't want to hurt my hand.
When I hit you. I was was such an old one I remember seeing a long time ago. Was yes, we hit our kids so that they know that it hurts when we hit them. And it's like, oh my god, don't do that.
That's not how that works.
That is literally not how any of this works. But it was also some guy making fun of people who hit their kids, so deserved, honestly.
Yeah.
Don't hit your kids. Do it in a video game where it doesn't actually have any consequences. And you can't actually harm them.
Harm.
I'm looking at you, what's the name? Arthur, I think.
Arthur?
The kid from Fallout London.
Oh.
He follows me around, and when we get into battles, he goes, "Aye!" That is my favorite thing. It's so nice. I love hearing it. It's so funny. Aye! Okay. It just, oh man, it just catches me. It's just funny.
Don't like how it does that.
There we go. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yay.
Wow.
Oh, the red. The bad normals.
Whoa. We'll ignore the fact it's clipping. It doesn't matter. We got walls. Bam! I need a room, guys. Alright, chill. We're gonna make a bed now. It's gonna be part of this room.
You can just import it. Since you made the bed in the other scene.
But I could also try it again.
You didn't learn how to do it.
And see if I actually understand it.
Import. No. Link append. And pretty sure this doesn't show up on stream. Just checking before I end up telling you what you get to do. Are you capturing just Blender, or are you capturing a screen for your stream?
I'm sure no screen.
Nah, alright, then it'd show your files and stuff, so never mind.
Yeah. Well, I turn that stuff off when I'm opening my files.
Yeah, I was saying you could try appending the bed that you made, I think, like, first stream we did together.
I could, but I could also just learn more.
Yeah, that's true. Oh wait, do you have the bed in your asset library?
No.
Oh, okay. That's one thing I was thinking about. I was like, you can just use the asset library, bring it over.
I could.
Anjanath. For a single gem, yeah.
Hello.
And never realized. What you talking about, Bacon?
What are you talking about, Willis?
And I completely understand that whole thing of hunting Anjanath, like, enough to put him into extinction just to figure out and get one damn gem off of it. And
jeez.
Cutting off so many tails for the additional drop. What are you trying to do?
I don't know. It just says smoothness. So I turned on the smoothness, and it did that.
Oh, for your subdivide.
Yeah.
I don't mess with those options too often. Usually I just use the subdiv modifier. Because that way is a bit more destructive. Yeah. Now, one of these days we gotta get over destroying stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because Blender's got a whole different thing for breaking things.
It would be good for making rocks. Just doing like this.
Yeah, sort of.
You need a flat rock? There you go. You got a flat rock.
More like a slate.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's got a little bit going on, just enough.
That would look beautiful whenever UV unwrapped.
We're ignoring that part. I think I'll just go with this for now. And then I'll just create more loops where I need them.
Yeah, UV unwrapping is more important if you're putting into a game engine, or else you plan to actually do texturing on something else like Krita.
Yeah.
Stack of plywood, yeah. Yeah, the bed did look like a stack of plywood. Softest of wood.
No, I have the softest of wood.
Math.
What is math? Get that shit out of here. I don't want any of that crap. You don't do math in this house? That's illegal.
How else are you going to count to Idaho?
I'll have you know I can count to Idaho.
There's probably like one joke that is still love. No. That won't work because of the mirror.
It's too easy to select what you don't want to select.
Well, it's the back side of the armor. It doesn't 100% have to be done yet, but I like to try to get things while I still remember there's an issue. This is based around another VTuber named Night. Well, the Night K, and, spelled with a K for the first night, and then Night with just Nite.
Ah, I see. I don't see, but I see.
Hey, somebody.
Hello, back. How you doing? You've been in chat the whole time, but like,
Yeah.
I'm only just now noticing names. I've been staring at my screen this whole time. I haven't even been looking at chat. I probably should look at chat once in a while, huh?
Maybe.
Mayhaps. I get focused, and I forget other people exist. Oops. Yeah. It's probably a good. Maybe not quite. Oh. Girl, just need to add the captions, and I'll be my first edited YouTube video for myself. Well, first one I really worked on beyond a quick few highlight clips spliced together. I'm so excited to see it. It's gonna be so nice. Oh, I just realized. How do you make it like only expand on a specific axis? Again?
Like, you want it to scale out on the y-axis or something?
Yeah, well, like, I just want it on 2 axes. I want it flat.
Your best bet would probably be extrude amount. Why the hell is there more in the bottom? Oh, you put an indent in there.
Oh, put it in there.
Alright. You'd probably be better off just extruding those faces out. So E, then S, then Shift Z to exclude the Z-axis.
Oh. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yay.
It's a little flat in the middle, but it's okay. I can handle that. It's not a big deal.
Do.
Hey, I have no idea what I'm doing for this bed. Just making it up. I'm just making it up.
Just
I
doing
don't think
stuff.
I'm gonna go with this though. Okay.
Why is there so much topology?
Am I?
There's a lot of topology to that.
There is a lot of topology, but I put loop cuts in.
Yeah. Just watching what you're doing, like, okay, what's going on here? The random pains.
I have no idea what I'm making, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just making a box as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
None of this makes any fucking sense. I'm just making shit up. You know what? We'll go this route. We'll make it rounded and that'll be the mattress.
Normally I don't go too in detail on mattresses because most likely it's going to be covered with a blanket.
Yeah, I just want to look at least a little nicer.
Yeah, like getting the rounded sort of look to it would be what I'd be interested in. That's about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Mattress.
Which case, you probably just use a cube, make it into a rectangle, subdiv, put support loops in for that, and call it a day.
We'll do it. There we go.
Yeah, that works.
Super simple. Alright. So do a plane, which will move over top of it.
I just love how you're keeping on the show faces just so you end up getting more messed up normals while doing stuff.
Oh yeah? You understand it? You get it? Listen, I can't fuck it up if I can see it from every angle.
These are for now. Front part done, then improvise on the back. Bacon knows who this is. It's Alt F4.
Oh no! Don't alt F4!
I could possibly fix some issues, but not all of them. Sadly.
You guys want a bush? I got you covered. Hold on.
Got you, homie.
Bush. It won't be a great bush, but it'll be a bush. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna try to do this from memory. Okay, that's gonna be the best part about this. This is gonna be horrible, but I'm gonna do it from memory. Wish me luck. You want a shrub? I'll get you a shrub. Okay, we gotta get our circle. That's not what I wanted. First, we gotta figure out UV sphere. And then
I can tell you a super fast way of doing it. Go into Krita, draw a bush, put it on the plane. Done.
I'm gonna do it in a special way. And do it with
Emissions.
I
already know what you're doing.
yeah. Hold on, we gotta do a geometry node here. Hold on. We need to try our best here. Okay, first off, we're gonna make ourselves a new geometry node. Alright, we got geometry to geometry output. Alright, that's all I got. I got this! This is gonna take a while because I'm not doing this from memory.
The fun thing is, geometry nodes are just a modifier on the mesh.
Yeah.
But it's a modifier that can do a whole lot with that mesh.
Okay, give me a minute here. Let me just pull this up. I'm cheating.
Actually, a wire generator that I have is geometry nodes. And basically, I could build like a cityscape, and then after I join the mesh all together, I can just throw on that geometry node to the cityscape, and it'll put wiring between all the buildings and stuff. And since it's on geometry nodes setup, I've got different options that I can tweak on the right hand side to change like how many wires there are, how thick the wires are, how random they are. That's sort of the nice thing about the geometry node system is like after you've set up a thing and saved it as an asset for your asset library, you can drag into anything and then use it.
Right.
So technically, if you made the bush thing all the way through, you can take the geometry node for part of that and turn it into an asset and then throw it on anything. It could be a square or whatever. And it will change the geometry to that.
Right. Well, first things first.
Some of my procedural materials sort of work like how geometry nodes do. Just a matter of poking the right stuffs.
Okay, so the tutorial I'm looking at, it's 8 months old and requires a very specific thing called simple instancer, which I don't fucking have because he made it.
Just put an instance.
At least the instancer that he used is yeah, I don't know what he did for his, because when you rename a geometry node a specific thing, it
well, whenever it comes up, whenever he pulls it up, does it have just one option to it?
So the only thing he did was go, "Hey guys, I created your simple instancing unit right here," and then clicked it, and then bam, it was there.
It's either a troll post or else he literally made it, and it's probably something you have to download off his Gumroad.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
I hate that shit.
No, the thing is he does tutorials and stuff, but for the older Blender, which makes it a little harder because
missing that stuff.
He's working in it doesn't say what he's working in.
I bet if you look at the comments and organize them by most recent, you'll probably have somebody in there who's like, this doesn't work in 4 point whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just make a bunch of spheres merged into another and then paint it green, Mario shrub. I mean, that's one way of doing it. I'm just gonna look up the more recent one.
Fuck this.
This man, thank you. Make attempts. Okay, stop telling me how you're going to show me how to do it. And just do it.
Do it.
Okay, he has plant textures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, the mesh. That's sort of like an underbrush. Could make that
Like
separate.
he's teaching how to make the brush, which is kind of nice.
The brush? What
Yeah,
video
the
are you
brush
watching?
for, I'm saying he's describing how to make the leaves first for the tree.
X3D. I think I know this guy. Hmm. No, I haven't seen this one. 16 minutes long. Bush.
It shows you how to make a sphere.
Revolutionary.
Yeah. He's showing you how to make a sphere, guys.
Sphere.
Amazing. Oh, he's not using geometry nodes. I wanted to use geometry nodes. He's using hair.
I mean, there is some geometry node stuff related to hair now. Technically, it is geometry node shit still, but
Yeah.
I don't want to get too in depth on that. Because I don't think that's what you're aiming to do in the long run.
No. I don't want to do just hair. I want to do proper geometry nodes. With this one, he doesn't talk about how to do that, so he just talks about how to use the hair instead, which is not great. But I'll learn how to do this. I have to learn how to do this eventually.
He does use
right?
geometry node.
Does he?
Yeah, he puts. He does put in a geometry node modifier.
Oh.
Yeah, camera tracker, which you can do with geometry nodes. Basically, what the camera tracker does is there's a constraint already for the camera that you can make it so it's always looking at a specific object, doesn't matter where it is on the scene.
Right.
Normally you'll do that with like what's called an empty, which if you hit Shift A, there's actually let me get out of edit mode here.
Right. Okay.
Shift A would be just empties, and then be plain axis, which is what is used for keeping the focal point on that empty, and it won't show up in the render. But say like you had multiple things you want the camera to look at throughout the animation, you would just move where that empty is instead of having to rotate the camera so it's looking at this, then move it over here, and then back and forth with rotating it. You would just save the location of the empty, and then whenever you want it to move to a different part, you'd do another keyframe for that part, and then move it, put a keyframe at that point where you'd want it. It's a different process we always go over in the future. But empties are used for a couple things, even like making spirals and other things like that. But yeah, stuffs. Actually, VRM bone is in here with that for some reason. I wonder why
I'm
that's
trying to
there.
look up some textures for these leaves first,
But
so I get something I can work with.
got off topic a little bit with that. It's like the geometry node thing is to make it so that the mesh will always face the camera. Because the mesh won't move.
Right.
Whereas if the camera zooms around, like comes around to like the left or right of your mesh, it's gonna start eventually seeing the back of the of the plane, and there'll be nothing there essentially then.
Right. Yeah.
So you'd want the front of the mesh always facing towards the camera so it has that same look no matter which way you change it.
Yeah.
But if you're just setting up a scene where it's just cameras taking a picture of this and that's it, then you don't have to worry about that shit.
Makes sense.
It's a big thing for animating, especially if you're trying to keep like the nice thing about using that style with the Ghibli style trees tutorial there is if you were to animate it and follow the steps where the plane tracked and everything, it's a low poly count thing. It's just rendering a plane with an image on it instead of having to render a large mesh with a bunch of leaves and all other shit on it. It will slow down how quickly it renders the whole animation out.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of that. It's neat,
Trying to find an
but
image that isn't like full of crap. It makes any sense.
isn't so full of shit.
Yeah. I think I found one. It's this. This is my image.
Yeah, look. It's a leaf.
It's a leaf.
Oh my god. Just watching you struggle with it. Okay. When you first bring in an image like that, because I'm guessing you just drug it into the scene. Go ahead and do it again.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me go find my.
Just watching you struggle with it was a good time. All right.
Hey, let me see.
So with it still selected, hold down Alt and then hit R.
Okay, yeah. So, here's the thing.
Damn it,
That
the
doesn't
hotkey
work.
stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
All right, it's Alt R, Alt S, Alt G would reset it to just being there. So Alt G resets the position to wherever the 3D cursor is. Alt R resets the rotation so it'd be all 0. So you do it right there actually. You just set those all to 0. And there you go. And then the Alt S would get rid of this any scaling that might have been done, but if you just drug it in, it's going to be that scale no matter what.
Yeah, I don't know this then.
You might want to apply scale to that though, since you scaled it down.
I'm trying to remember how to do that.
Control A.
Control A.
Scale, or you can also use all transforms, but usually I'd say just go with that exact thing. Alright, there's your image.
Well, listen, you need to judge me. I feel like I'm being judged here. I'll figure this out. I will. Okay.
I got an idea of what you're trying to do, but like I don't remember all myself, and it's like the fun.
Okay, we got a texture. Okay.
All right, so
Getting there. We already got the texture in there.
all right, so here's one thing I want to point out: a lot of stuff in the node stuff is color coded.
Yeah.
So the image thing there with the red bar at the top, those are usually an input. Most of the time, I've noticed that they don't have nodes on the left side to plug other things in. So I know another input node is like one for randomizing based on frame. So if you want different, that's good for if you want like a flashing light and other stuff. Then there's material there. That one has no input. It has no inputs either. It's just output.
No.
So input nodes are one thing. The thing with geometry nodes is I can't remember if you'd have to do realize on instance or not. No, realize on instance is at the end of it usually. I need to tinker more with geometry nodes, but like I said, I've been going more into dealing with the particle system with hair.
Right.
Damn it. I can't remember what the exact same setup is essentially for doing what you're trying to do there.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Oh, right. New texture.
Just watching what you're doing. Oop. Get your leaf in there. Hook up the color. Hook up the alpha.
Nope.
Oop. There we go. Ta-da!
Yes.
That's one thing I sort of hate. You can see the difference in color between the two.
Yeah,
the other one's
not so bright.
Yeah, sort of washed
You
out.
can change it.
Yeah, it's the roughness there. Metal leaf, no.
No. I don't mind if the roughness is down on it.
Yeah.
I just need to remember how to do this part.
Was getting on pop over there with the particle system. You would just go on the right hand side and go to the particle system, which is the sort of arrows looking thing underneath the wrench.
Sorry, the fucking textures, texture. The quality in his video is really hard to see. So
Following, just looking at that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow along, but I'm having trouble following along because he keeps running through things really fast. And it's making it kind of hard to follow along. He's like going from one thing to another within seconds. And it's like, whoa, okay. Okay, we got that. And now we go to the... Yeah, that was the plane he just did. And then he did geometry nodes on the plane. Okay. So
Sleep well, Rod.
We'll go here. We add geometry node to the plane. Geometry nodes! I can't tell. Okay, just... Okay, I think I have a camera in this scene. So I don't need to worry about that. It's way over here though, but it'll be fine. Is he high?
So many things, so many things.
Yeah. Wait, select geometry nodes and go to... Okay. Set position. Okay. I said what?
Did nothing.
Now you do the object info. I have to add the camera to the geometry nodes. How? I'm gonna take it that what they mean is this. Select camera.
Yeah, object info for the camera.
We're also doing a position node. Position node.
Yeah, read position. Ones that, I'd say like the ones that make good tutorials, remember to put on screencast, which I forget if it's an add-on, if it's one of the extensions that you can get by default with Blender or not. But there is a thing that like will show in the lower right-hand corner what keys the person is pressing and stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, the more in-depth ones that put more time into their videos bother to put in like subtitles or else just something to explain, like, okay, I hit this key or I looked this up.
Right.
It's just because they're used to doing it quickly anyway. And of course, it's YouTube, so they're trying to get the most bang for their buck without wasting as much time. Let's see, geometry, motion tracking. Wish I had motion tracking. That'd be awesome. No, so it's probably an add-on. Yeah, screencast keys is a extension you can download. Yeah, it's on blender.org, so it is a Blender add-on that you just install. So it's not like you have to pay for it, so it's easy peasy thing that they throw in there.
Well.
But I don't make the tutorials, so I'm not bothering with eating up my hard drive space.
Right.
I just help Coral in what ways I can.
Now it's facing the camera.
Punch it.
Kind of? Oh, it's at the relative position of the camera, alright. Vector rotate. Set to position, not offset. There we go. Look who's also anyway, something. Okay. Oh, that's not it. How do I go to the camera? How do I view the camera? So this?
0 on the number pad takes you to the camera view.
Oh. Huh. He also said so when he moves it around, the whole thing just follows wherever he goes. Well, in the other view.
What you doing here?
Wonderful instance.
Where's your camera at?
Oh, wow. Huh?
Did you just set that all up on the plane instead of the sphere?
Are we supposed to set that on the sphere?
I don't know which one you're trying.
I'm not
watching the guys.
On the plane this entire time.
Plane? All right, then it's probably the plane. You want always facing the camera. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to set it up because he's clicking things, and some of those things have have some stuff already for them, but other ones don't, and so I'm just confused now. He's like, use the particle system. Okay, how? Show me how. What do you want from me? What is this cruelty? I'm surrounded by monsters.
Yay.
He said, what, emitter? When was there an emitter? What the fuck? He's like, the emitter. What emitter? I think I'm gonna need to figure this out at a different point in time, cause I'm not getting it tonight. That's for sure. I'm going back to this one. I'm doing this all for a cookie, just for you.
Yeah.
For you.
Oh, the
I'm not
cookies.
doing it anymore.
Render object.
I'm doing cloth. Oh my goodness. I just want a nicer looking bed. That's all I want. It's leaving my bed. Wanna help me with this part again? It was the one where you take a point and you connect it up. How did you do that? Did you laugh at me? He fucking laughs at me!
Just the pin stuff. Alright, so the pinning. Alright, sorry, just the trouble with the tutorial just kills me. Alright, so
Well, I'm done with that shit.
Alright, so you're trying to put a pin.
Yeah, I want to put a pin on the bed in like 4 places.
Alright, so what you'd have to do is you go to the little green triangle on the right hand side, and you'd add a vert group there, so the plus. Then rename it to something like pin. Just double click pin.
Okay.
And then you click the assign button. And that will assign those verts to a pin group. And where I'm guessing you're gonna use cloth physics, son? And whenever you go to do your cloth physics, you'd have to assign the pin group in the cloth physics thing.
Oh. How do I do that?
So there, physics part.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just watching your end. No. Shape. Pin group. What happened to your pin group? Is it on the bed?
Is it on the bed or is it on the thing? I don't know.
You just want it on. That's weird.
What the? What?
Did you hit? Yeah. Wait.
I didn't hit anything.
All right. So the pin group is only. Yeah, there we go. Now it's actually on there.
I'm gonna read that pin group.
Yeah. So there. And now you go to the same spot. Yeah, you can assign that. Make sure to assign the one you want to pin.
This thing's not coming off.
Alright. Yeah, it'll stay that area at least.
Yeah.
Then you go back to the physics.
Every time I hit tab. It just didn't want me to hit tab.
Yeah. Then go to the physics for the blanket.
Yeah.
Down to shape. There we go. Should be there. Boop. And ta-da. Now stick in one area now.
It's not great, but it'll do.
You can shade smooth it to probably make it look a little bit better on the corners there, but.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, no, it's probably already got a
It's not
subdiv.
really coming down enough, you know. And it's also a square on this side. Just.
Yeah. Huh. Tacos.
Tacos.
Or you can always just take it back to 1 and put a subdiv modifier on it.
This is true. I have a subdiv, don't I?
Oh, hey, read. Hey, Derp, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, readers. My name is McGollian. You can just call me Mags. Currently doing some Blender stuff with Coral's Hollow. Everything go with the stream.
This is really stiff. Like in the corners, I mean?
And you can always. You don't have to ramp it up that high, but.
I didn't realize it was
See how long it's taking now?
Yeah!
I bet if you looked at the vert count, it's probably insanely high.
Oh, probably.
You beat the game? Oh, good. Speedrun 1. Then you can always
That's a little bit better.
take that. You can always apply the cloth modifier and then go into sculpt mode and use the cloth brushes on it. Like try to tug it around and stuff. You might have to bring the bottom part up. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And if it ends up coming up through the bed mesh, we'll get clipping through the bed mesh like it did at the top there when you first pulled stuff down. You always just use, you always do that, like use that brush, or else you use the grab brush to just pull it back up.
Yeah.
The sculpt brush is really nice for adding in the little touches that sort of make it look a little bit more real.
Hmm.
And there's way more cloth brushes than there used to be, so
Oh yeah.
bump. It definitely has enough of a poly count that you can do stuff with it.
Someone tells me it might. I mostly just want to push this down a little bit so that it flattens up at the side of the bed.
Maybe just use the grab brush then, which would be top row in the yellow area. I think it's the one that's one more to the left. Yeah, that's just regular grab. You have to remember, it's only grabbing like verts, so
Right.
you might have to make your brush size a bit bigger, the radius, to get more.
Nice Betty you got here. How you doing?
Looking everywhere. Damn it, Blanket, you're drunk. Go home.
Peter drink blanket, stop. This is fine for now.
For now.
For now.
Then you get to make it. I wouldn't have applied that.
No?
No, just leave it. Yeah, leave it like that for now. Whenever you're applying, you're being destructive, so it's going to add more topology to deal with if you decide to change anything.
Right.
Not like it doesn't already have a shitload to begin with.
That's fair.
But you can get rid of that collision modifier since it doesn't need it anymore. Just X while you have the mouse over it should do it. Gonna make a pillow now? Alrighty, enjoy the lurk, derp. Again, congratulations on beating Resistance 2.
Oh yeah, dude, you got this. You did great.
Yeah. Do 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 do. It's teeny tiny.
No.
Size and different. Force cache. Render. Yeah, that's why. Personally trying to remember how to do. I think it's actually hair. Yeah, hair. That's why I was doing it wrong. 0.1 should be fine. Alright. Simple. Interpolate. Whites all over the place.
I don't remember how to do this part.
Making it poof up. Damn it, let me pull you up over here. You got cloth. I forget if you set the gravity to 0.
I didn't set the gravity at all. I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Down at the bottom, field weights.
Oh. Got 1 for gravity.
Try setting it down to like 0.
Nothing.
Collision.
Thanks for the 5-minute break. I appreciate it.
Hey, smile.
Hello. Alright, we'll take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back. And
That
then
should
we'll
be
figure
long
out
enough
how
to
to do
find the
this
video.
channel.
Yeah, it is hair. Okay.
Boop.
Boop. All the boops. Bop the boopy. Do 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 do. Just you and me, chat. All corals off, destroying everything. Let's see. So random seed. Interpolate moves it all around. Don't need any of that. Here's just have work on some stuff. Ah, nice. Your shape. No, I'm not dealing with that. Where the hell is the thing that makes it? Alright, so it rotates. That way. Thing is trying to get to all face camera, which obviously becomes a bit of an issue. This is like a much simpler version of what Coral is working on, trying to get working. And this would work for an overhead view of a bush. But yeah, the some of the front, like that red right there, you'd be seeing right through it. And that's why what she was trying to follow along with that one video would end up causing I don't have a camera in here right now. Okay, LGR RX 90. So move the camera over here as an example. So we see how the camera is right now. Sort of want to do the opposite, where this would be tracked to that target. So no matter where I move the camera, it's always looking at that target. The thing that's what we're trying to get, what she's trying to do with geometry nodes, is to make it so the plane, whenever it's on the ball, would always be tracking to the camera, so you never have to worry about the normal facing towards the camera. Thus, you would need less planes to cover the entire object, because if you're trying to go for like that ghillie style look that a lot of people advertise for their videos to get those clicks, we use way less children. So it render out faster, and it still looked nice. But as far as I know, what Coral wants to do with Blender isn't going to be a whole lot of animating. She just wants to like use it for setting up scenes for whenever she draws. No, Vtuber Gaming. Welcome, welcome. So that's what she's trying to get set up, but I don't know geometry nodes well enough to actually do that sort of in reverse. I don't think it'd be that simple, would it? Or maybe it is. See, it works with the plane, but what we're worried about is the bush. So if we tracked this to that, and we, oh Greg. Ah, good old Greg. Damn it all. What broke this time? Your dashboard, stream manager. I heard the sound alert go off, but don't see what caused it. Activity feed filter showing all. Yeah, all Twitch alert stuff should be showing. Boop, hydrate. Something with old grape popped out. Or did I get a... I think I know what the hell it was, maybe. Dun 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 dun. Streamlabs alert box. I don't use Stream Elements because they sponsor that, what the hell's her name? I'm so happy that, like, I haven't heard anything about her for long enough that her name's poofed out of my mind. But thank you very much for subscribing on YouTube there, Vtuber Gaming. It is appreciated. I heard the alerts, so I'm guessing maybe the alert box actually showed on.
Hello.
There.
Back,
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back.
That was a lot longer than a 5-minute break. My bad.
It happens.
Oh well. Alright, let's figure out how to do this pillow.
Pillow. Got subscriber was on YouTube's while you were away. I had to dig through and look at my damn stuff because I heard the alert go off, And I was like, why am I not seeing anything in chat for that? From Mix It Up. It's like, oh, I don't have anything set up for Mix It Up for YouTube stuff yet.
Right.
A lot of my stuff is Twitch side. Don't get a whole lot of activity from YouTube whenever I'm doing the Blender stuff, but get a couple people here or there whenever I'm doing Warframe. Since anybody can pick up the game and start playing, some people have to have like patience to do Blender. as we're exhibiting right now with trying to figure out how to get things to work. Like, I got things sort of set up in my scene for, because I was explaining to people, like, well, to people that are watching my side also, how the hell, like, what you're trying to do with geometry nodes, which I just did with constraints instead.
Right.
But I think with the geometry nodes, it makes it so that you don't have to worry about the normals showing, as the planes on the other side of the ball will also be facing towards the camera. I'm just trying to figure out which way I would have to do that with this way, instead of having to do it the way that you're doing it.
Yeah.
Of course, using the hair particle system, a constraint on the camera so it's pointing at the globe no matter which direction I have it. Then I have a constraint on the plane, the original plane, to always point at the camera. But as I'm moving around on the screen, you can see the normals from the other side.
Right.
And I'm not even sure if like all those are actually following. I see the planes moving on the ball. It's just I don't think they're all facing the camera properly.
No.
Because maybe it's randomized on the ball. Scale random, that's fine. Object rotation.
Please, no. So that just... Okay, I'm getting it to crunch up. Oh my god! Puff!
Kaboom! Alright, so you just scrub back a little bit. What, did you have to change the pressure?
I changed the pressure.
Yeah, alright. You probably need 70 pressure to do that.
No. Less than that, even. Flump. It's so bouncy! Holy crap.
It's like one of those emergency ones that... like emergency life raft where it just poof.
Yeah. Yeah. That one was just ugly.
And just like deflates instantly.
Yeah. It's a little better. It's not great, but it's a pillow.
Yeah.
It did slide off the bed immediately, but that's fine.
Probably reposition it, and then whenever you actually have the pillow made, apply the modifier, and then move it into place.
Yeah.
No, don't delete it.
No, it was not the intention.
That is a poofy pillow.
It's a very poofy pillow. It's very poofy.
See, I wouldn't be able to sleep on something like that. I'd have to like fold it in half like 3 times.
That's the best kind of pillow, though. It's the one that you struggle with, the kind that your grandma gives you.
I can't do that. It turned into a beanbag.
No, beanbag.
Yeah, beanbag chair.
Well, yeah. That's my pillow. Not quite.
This reminds me of that dude from think is the second Thor movie. Like, my stuff. It's just a bunch of shit they stole from like all over the place. You're not at scene 1. Well, at frame 1, that's why your stuff's like disappearing.
Yeah.
There we go. Now it's back to normal. There we go. Solidify.
Right.
I was about to say, it's not gonna poof up a whole lot whenever it's got next to no geometry.
I just wanted to change the size of the pillow. That's why I deleted the other one. It was too big.
You should have just been able to adjust the size of the other one.
I know, but it would have messed with the geometry. The
quads.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid doing that. There we go, it's all poofied.
Yes.
It's a board. It's poofy board. Poof.
Here's your pillow, and just hand him a sack with a log in it.
Yes. Absolutely.
Reminds me of the first time I ever heard locking a sock as a weapon.
Hey, yo!
Well, you never heard of that?
No, I've heard of oranges in a sock.
Yeah, it's
The oranges in a pillowcase style.
old prison thing that I learned from.
Yeah, locking a sock.
Yep, from a old friend of the family. Let's just say he constantly got in trouble. But
Yeah, I can probably tell that part by just hearing what you just said.
why is your stuff in 2 separate pieces?
Because I intended that.
Alright. But yeah, he told me about that whenever we were out drinking one time. I was like, what the fuck do you mean it's locking a sock? It's like just what it sounds like. You take a lock, you put it in a sock, and you beat a motherfucker with it.
You know, I think that's so funny. Only because I know a person who actually talks like that routinely, and he's like the black sheep of the family in a way of like, because he's just so like in your face about it. Because
if you want them to collide with each other, you probably want to put collision on both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And then they live. They're combining to become one super pillow. Oh, it's because the cloth physics are just going goofy. And if you apply the cloth physics to one and then put a collision on the other, it should still work. Or else you can use the rigid body stuff that we just learned.
Mm-hmm.
Or you put rigid body on the bed, and then, well, passive on the bed, active on the pillows, and then it should drop, but the cloth physics stuff will still end up goofing up. The joy. No, you could just have one pillow be done with cloth physics, and then the other one still have cloth physics applied to it, and rigid body drop it onto the there. What happened there?
Oh, it doesn't care. Yeah, it doesn't care when you add rigid body to it. It just goes straight.
Did you put
to
one
it.
on the bed?
Yeah. Passive. Box. Yeah, no, it just goes straight through.
Maybe it's
okay.
because of the...
What a bad time to raid! Hi, Miss Arrow! Thank you so much!
I know who that'd be.
Hello, Miss Arrow. How's your day going? Hope you're doing well. How was your stream? What are you up to? What'd you do? You didn't kill anyone, did you?
Yet.
That's my job. I have you know that. I'm not having you take my job.
I pay my taxes.
I'm allowed to kill. I can kill one person. I know my rights.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
No, it's eating it again. Munch it up. Nom, 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 nom,
Spell
nom, nom.
Brigade. I haven't heard that for a long time. Surprised that game's still around.
Oh, hell yeah.
Velocity.
How was that? Did you have a good time? Oh, I think it's itself. It's eating itself. It hits the corners so hard it kills itself.
Same.
I wanted. Dude, are you okay? You want to talk about it? Holy shit! Are you okay? It's just fucking doesn't let it go. Just, you good? Oh man. None of these are good. I don't like any of these pillows. I'm deleting it.
It's working
I don't
with
like
level
it.
X.
You got one pillow and that's good enough for me. I'm not making another. I was even have one yet. Or 1.0, yeah, but it was a lot of fun. Ooh. I don't think I've heard of this game before.
So choose strength to.
And normally I would have been like, hey, let's go play some Minecraft. But frankly, we have like not even 10 minutes left of screen left. Or stream.
Stream.
Jeez. What words am I speaking out of my mouth hole?
Mouthhole. Brah.
Before we go though, guys,
Oh, I
I
got
just
sort of working.
realized something. I forgot to post on my blue sky that we were live. Oh no. It's okay. The people who are here are here.
We hate you all the same.
You're speaking vibrations into the air. Ayo?
Yay, vibrations.
Mm-hmm. Before I get going though, guys, make sure to check out the new video over on YouTube. If you guys can check it out. We had our lovely, lucky boy edit us together a video of our, gameplay with, give me a moment. I'm brain fighting.
Brain power. Yay.
Fallout London. So if you want to check out some funny clips from there, go check it out over on my YouTube channel. You guys can check it out using my card or just going to Coral's Hollow on YouTube. You can find me right then on there. All of my VODs are over there too. Oh, we're getting an ad break. Go figure.
Yeah.
For now. Alright though, I think I'm gonna figure someone to raid. Are you gonna be alive for a little while longer or no?
I'll probably cut off same time. You got anybody in mind for reading?
I'm thinking we'll raid into Locky Buzz.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Follow
Right then. I'll end off on my end then. I see you after.
Just doing So I think she's doing her. Yeah, she's doing her in the stream stuff. There we go, how Lucky's name is spelled. He didn't even say anything in her chat, so I don't remember. Alright. Well, either way, so we're gonna be ramping up here tonight. I'll probably show her how to do this camera rig thing that I just set up and see if this was what she was trying to do with the bush stuffs. I thank you guys all very much for coming along and hanging out. Thank you for the subscriptions tonight. The Coral Warrior is currently muted. Can't hear, so I'll make fun of her. because she is short. And to Muxiel. And I want to give a shout out to Derp Kitten for the raid. Thank you very much to Scotty, Say Davy, JP the Adventurer, Blue Playing Cards, Dells, Tia, Cero, Bacon, and Just Freaking Smile, all for swinging by tonight and hanging out some. Anybody that's lurking, thank you as well. And we will be raiding here in a moment once I actually get the name of the stuffs, but we'll get the raid message up. For subscribers, you can use one of my emote. For ones that aren't subscribed, you can use global emote, somebody else's emote, your own emote. I don't care. Just have fun with it. There's Coral's raid emote, raid thing. The plum subs just wore off. I was gonna send the wave to Plum's got a nice wave emote too. Cute. And she's been really super addicted to old school RuneScape with the leaks. I'm proud that she got the fire cape though. I forget which one she was working. What the hell she was working on today though. Bacon, were you there when she raided? Not raided, but streamed earlier. Oh, hold on, we got the Lucky Buzz. All right, so we got the raid target. Let's put that in on OBS since didn't copy it. There we go. It was okay. Good. All right, so raiding Lucky Buzz. Playing video game, as you can see. Again, thank you guys all very much for coming in, hanging out. And yeah, and on Wednesday we'll be doing some Warframe. Got a bunch of frames farmed up, so we're gonna be leveling those up. Maybe doing some Railjack stuff. Not sure yet. But until then, you guys take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. And tacos and burritos, not weekend, weekdays. And tacos and burritos. Till next time.